January 11th. Today's Bible reading is Genesis chapter 24 from verse 52 to the end. Genesis chapter 25 from verse 1 to the end. Genesis chapter 26 from verse 1 to 16. Matthew chapter 8 from verse 18 to 34. Psalms chapter 10 from verse 1 to 15. Proverbs chapter 3 from verse 7 to 8. Reading Genesis chapter 24 from verse 52 to 67. Verse 52. And it came to pass that, when Abraham's servant heard their words, he worshipped the Lord, bowed himself to the earth. Verse 53. And the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and gave them to Rebekah. He gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things. Verse 54. And they did eat and drink, he and the men that were with him, and tarried all night. And they rose up in the morning, and he said, Send me away unto my master. Verse 55. And her brother and her mother said, Let the damsel abide with us a few days, at the least 10. After that she shall go. Verse 56. And he said unto them, Hinder me not, seeing the Lord hath prospered my way. Send me away that I may go to my master. Verse 57. And they said, We will call the damsel, and inquire at her mouth. Verse 58. And they called Rebekah, and said unto her, Wilt thou go with this man? And she said, I will go. Verse 59. And they sent away Rebekah their sister, and her nurse, and Abraham's servant and his men. Verse 60. And they blessed Rebekah, and said unto her, Thou art our sister. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions, and let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them. Verse 61. And Rebekah arose, and her damsels, and they rode upon the camels, and followed the man. And the servant took Rebekah, and went his way. Verse 62. And Isaac came from the way of the well Laharai, for he dwelt in the south country. Verse 63. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. Verse 64. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. Verse 65. For she had said unto the servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, It is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. Verse 66. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. Verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. And he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Genesis chapter 25. Verse 1. Then again Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. Verse 2. And she bare him Zimran and Jokshan and Medan and Midian and Ishbak and Shua. Verse 3. And Jokshan begot Sheba and Dedan. And the sons of Dedan were Ashurim and Letushim and Lumim. Verse 4. And the sons of Midian, Ephah and Epher and Hanok and Abida and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. Verse 5. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac. Verse 6. But unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts, and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived eastward unto the east country. Verse 7. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life which he lived, 160 years. Verse 8. Then Abraham gave up the ghost, and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. Verse 9. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron the son of Zohar the Hittite, which is before Mamre. Verse 10. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Het, there was Abraham buried, and Sarah his wife. Verse 11. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham, that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt by the well Laharai. Verse 12. Now these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham. Verse 13. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names, according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebajoth, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Mibsam. Verse 14. And Mishma, and Dumah, and Massa. Verse 15. Hadar, and Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. Verse 16. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their towns and by their castles. 12 princes according to their nations. Verse 17. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people. Verse 18, and they dwell from Havilah unto Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou goest toward Assyria. And he died in the presence of all his brethren. Verse 19, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac. Verse 20, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. Verse 21, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. Verse 22, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Verse 23, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Verse 25, and the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Verse 26, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Verse 27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Verse 28, and Isaac loved Esau, because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Verse 29, and Jacob sod pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Verse 30, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Verse 31, and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. Verse 32, and Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Verse 33, and Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Verse 34, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Genesis chapter 26, from verse 1 to 16. Verse 1, and there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech king of the Philistines unto Gerar. Verse 2, and the Lord appeared unto him, and said, go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Verse 3, sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. Verse 4, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Verse 5, because that Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Verse 6, and Isaac dwelt in Gerar. Verse 7, and the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, she is my sister. For he feared to say, she is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. Verse 8, and it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech king of the Philistines looked out at a window, and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. Verse 9, and Abimelech called Isaac, and said, behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how saidst thou, she is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, because I said, lest I die for her. Verse 10, and Abimelech said, what is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us. Verse 11, and Abimelech charged all his people, saying, he that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Verse 12, then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. Verse 13, and the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. Verse 14, for he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. Verse 15, For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. Verse 16, And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. Matthew chapter 8 from verse 18 to 34. Verse 18, Now when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart unto the other side. Verse 19, And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. Verse 20, And Jesus saith unto him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. Verse 21, And another of his disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Verse 22, But Jesus said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. Verse 23, And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. Verse 24, And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves. But he was asleep. Verse 25, And his disciples came to him, and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. Verse 26, And he saith unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. Verse 27, But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? Verse 28, And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. Verse 29, And behold, they cried out, saying, What are we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? Verse 30, And there was a good way off from them, and herd of many swine feeding. Verse 31, So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. Verse 32, And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine. And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. Verse 33, And they that kept them fled, and went their ways into the city, and told everything, and what was befallen to possess of the devils. Verse 34, And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coasts. Psalms chapter 10, from verse 1 to 15. Verse 1, Why standest thou far off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? Verse 2, The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Verse 3, For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. Verse 4, The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. Verse 5, His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Verse 6, He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Verse 7, His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Verse 8, He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Verse 9, He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor, when he draweth them into his net. Verse 10, He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Verse 11, He has said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Verse 12, Arise, O Lord. O God, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. Verse 13, Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He has said in his heart, Thou wilt not require it. Verse 14, Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Verse 15, Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. Proverbs chapter 3, from verse 7 to 8. Verse 7, Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Verse 8, It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Meditate on what you have heard, and pray that it takes root in your heart and life, that you will do according to all that is written in God's Word. Amen. Let's keep walking in the Word together. Please subscribe, and enable notifications so you're here for the next study.